What's up everyone, I'm Jack Fossett and today we're checking out the brand new Pigtronix Gas Giant Fuzz. Hey folks, welcome to the channel and thank you for tuning into this demo of this new release from Pigtronix. This is a really cool, thick sounding fuzz with some very usable features on it. We're going to start with a jam, talk about it a little bit, and then hear it in all of its various settings. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe, and I hope you enjoy. So the Gas Giant, if you can tell, this is pretty clearly inspired by something like a Big Muff, that huge wall of sound, fuzz distortion, and it does a really great job with it. Now, it has a couple of features on it that are really cool. One is very common in modern Big Muff style fuzzes, which is to have a mid switch. The classic Big Muff sound is a very scooped kind of sound, and obviously you get that with the scooped setting. It gives you the classic tone. However, one of the common things with that type of pedal was to also stack it with an overdrive to boost the mids, because scooping the mids isn't always the best idea in a band setting. Sometimes it just gives you frequencies that are competing with other instruments and you kind of get lost in the mix. So this one gives you the bump switch. Now I like it because it's very straightforward. I've actually played, believe it or not, I've done a ton of Big Muff clones, particularly in my early days of doing reviews. Now I know what you're going to say. You're going to say, of course, when I think Jack Fossett, I think huge fuzz tone.
Don't care about the soup of the day, I just want to run away with you.
I get it. My name's practically synonymous with fuzz regardless. I did a lot of, particularly in my early days of doing reviews when I was working with small companies, it seemed like everyone was really into Big Muff clones, and so I've reviewed a lot of Big Muffs over the years and things, and many of them have some degree of adjusting the mids. What I like about this one is it does a good job and it's very straightforward. You got your scoop sound, you've got your bumped sound, and it just, you flip the switch and you've got two different voicings for two different kind of band settings, and both work really well. The other unique feature on this one is it has the open or gated mode. Now, open is your standard, kind of just, gives you everything. Gated is not like the spittery kind of bit sort of fuzz sound. It's really just a noise gate. It kind of clamps down. Now, if you play this type of fuzz pedal, you probably know they're pretty unruly. They're big and loud and they're noisy and they're just, there's just like you barely touch the strings and it feels like just sound is sort of coming out of everywhere. It's just that kind of a big, powerful wall of sound kind of pedal. The gated thing adds this really cool, just kind of clamping down on the end. If you're looking for that big tone, but you want something a little bit tighter, if you want it for a much stronger, very, very defined rhythm sound or something like that. And what's cool too is the LED will change when the gate is engaged. So that's kind of a neat feature. You get your own little, if you're doing like kind of really a lot of staccato type chords, you get your own little mini light show at your feet that no one else gets. It's just for you. Now, also, as you heard with the hollow body, this works for just some classic lower gain fuzz tones, and it sounds great in that application as well. You may notice I'm using my D'Angelico Deluxe 59 in this one. Great guitar. By the way, Pigtronix, Supro, and D'Angelico, they're all working together. They didn't ask me to use the extra gear in this. That's kind of just from my side, that's kind of a tip of the hat. Just to say thank you for sending this over to me to do a review. This is a sponsored demo. And they've been a great company to work with, and so they haven't asked. They've never said like, hey, use our other gear on all the demos. I just kind of like to do it as again, a thank you to them. And it also sounds great together. Today I'm using the Supro Montauk. Now, you may think it's curious to use the hollow body with a fuzz like this. First of all, I do want to say I have used this particular guitar with fuzz in live settings before, and there's a video of my group and I'm playing this guitar, and I use a fuzz tone for the solo, which I'm going to link to. And, the thing about it is, yeah, hollow bodies, you need to be a lot more careful about using things like fuzz, but it can be done. And in fact, in particularly the 1970s, R&B, funk, Motown even, and many genres in the 1970s, the sound of a hollow body playing through a fuzz was actually very common, much more common than you think. It's kind of a side thing of fuzz history that a lot of people don't necessarily associate it with. In fact, the first known recording of the Big Muff, as far as I know, at least it used to be the first known recording, was the triangle Big Muff used in the Carpenters song Goodbye to Love. One of the great guitar solos ever recorded. You should absolutely check that out if you don't know it. That was an ES-335 using an original triangle Big Muff fuzz. And just, again, it's something that people don't necessarily always think about, but it's a really cool part of fuzz history. And this one, it does that tone really well. You just turn the gain back, give it a little bit of boost in the tone control, and it sounds great. I really like the way that came across. So I wanted to show you those sort of two varying sides of it. What we're going to do now is do a full rundown. We're going to do a full rundown using the Vola OZ Super Stratocaster that I'm using in this video, and then also the D'Angelico Deluxe 59. For that, I'm going to do those sort of lighter gain tones, and then I'm also going to show you how the gate works with that. So please let us know what you think. If you're interested in this, do your shopping through the links below. Those are affiliate links. If you buy anything through those links, it supports my channel at no additional cost to you. I get some commission. You get cool gear. It's a great way to support me and what I'm doing here. Thank you again to Pigtronix for sending this pedal over. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the video.